Hi, George Bruno here, also known as the Sultan of Silver. I want to show you how to dry your beard. I'm right out of the shower, literally just a couple minutes, beard soaking wet. I don't rub the beard, I just blot it. Take a towel, literally, a little bit underneath, a little bit on top. Blot. Blot. I never pull, I blot. When hair is wet, it's very vulnerable and it stretches. Did you know hair can stretch about 30% when it's wet? So always be careful. Your hair is very, very vulnerable. That's why I say dry your hair first and then style it so you're not doing any damage. When I take a look at, like, the 8-inch hairs, because my beard is now 8 inches long, when I take a look at the hairs, it's almost like looking at the rings on a tree. I can see the health of the hair along the shaft. I can tell microscopically, because I have a 1000x microscope, where there was stress in my life. I can tell when I wasn't eating well. I can tell when I didn't get enough sleep. And I see the hair kind of like falling apart or cracking at that point. You can see where it's thick, you can see where it's thin. So be careful with your lifestyle. Remember this, healthy skin creates healthy hair. So if you do things that are good for your skin, this is going to be good as well. Soaking wet beard. Out literally 5 minutes. I'm using this dryer here. It's one of the top 3 dryers in the world. It's by Babyliss. It's a Volare. Just incredible. Low setting, no heat. Down. Gentle with the beard, gentle. When it's longer, when your beard's shorter, you kind of want it to go back a little bit. When it's longer, you want it cascading down the front. So I literally, watch, I am behind my head blowing forward. Okay, you got that? And I'm using my fingers, not a brush. My fingers are much more gentle than a brush. I don't want to pull anything. You see it's getting less wispy, right? Cool air, all the way to the ends. Underneath, lift up like this, up and down. Stash dries pretty quick. I'm going to do a 1-minute handlebar in another video in real time. The other one I kind of sped up a little bit to like 30 seconds. There's a temptation to do this only because it feels good. It's useless. Just keep the air steady. Go to the ends. Gentle. Remember, blow towards the front and down. Look at the angle. Towards the front and down. Can you see that? I can't even see what I'm doing here. Because when your beard is longer, you want it cascading down the front of your chest, not going back over your shoulders. Unless you want that, and that's perfectly okay. Hey, however you want your beard is okay. I'm just showing you how I do mine. Everyone has a different way of doing it, but these are like little things that I learned along the way. Great. It is now off. Now, that was just cool air. Really wide brush, all gunked up with oils and balms. It's not pulling any, there's zero pulling. Listen to me, zero pulling with this brush. That's why I say get these detangler brushes, they're incredible. All right, underneath. Magnificent. Now I love this. Now, I'm probably about 90% dry. Now I want to style the beard. Remember, the 2 things that you want to be aware of with your blow dryer are the cool shot button and a concentrator nozzle. You probably threw that away or it's underneath the sink somewhere. This takes all the power of the blow dryer, puts it through a very small, thin flow of air. For instance, when I have it off, if I was blowing smoke through this, that smoke would be like this, just expanding. If I put on the concentrator nozzle and put smoke through the blow dryer, you'd see a thin stream coming out. So it literally blows a thin stream. And think about this. Always blow your hair in the direction that you want it to go. Think about this. If you want loft, like when you're blow drying your hair, okay? If I want high hair, I go against the grain and it gets higher. I agitate it a little bit, it'll just rise, okay? But with beards, we want to blow hair in the direction that we want it to go in. I'm putting on the lowest setting with the lowest heat, which is just warm. It's very bearable, okay? Now, my brother's coming over. We're going to go to a beef and ale place for lunch. One of my favorite places. Now, remember, think about a garden hose in the wintertime. It's stiff. In the summertime, it's very flexible, right? Why? Because the heat makes it more flexible. Now, think about this. With the heat, the hair in my beard becomes a little more flexible. All right, you got that? Now watch. Now, I take a detangler brush, and I'm going to show you what I do. And this is, since my beard is already straight, I'd like to make it just a little bit straighter. I like to have a little more control over my beard. This is my day off. I experiment. Sometimes I do fluffy beards, but this is what I do. Follow the brush. Don't do this. Don't hold the blow dryer and then brush. Follow the brush. Follow the brush. Blow the hair where you want it to go. Follow the brush. Follow the brush. Follow the brush. We're going to do it again. Follow the brush. Follow the brush. Follow the brush. Follow the brush. All right. I'm not feeling any tugging, any pulling. It's a little bit humid out today, so it's harder to do this. Some of you can't get a brush or comb through your beard. You have very curly beards. I'm not saying that everyone can have a beard like this. This happens to be for the guys who have the straighter beards. We're going to do the mustache in a separate video. So there we go. Now there's the side beard. Remember, we want it cascading down the front like that. Okay, look at the other side. Can you see that? Just cascading. It's very soft. And if you want the beard to come out just a little bit more, take the concentrator nozzle off, blow underneath a little bit. See? Like this. And it'll come out a little bit more. When you use the Cool Shot button, that freezes the beard into place, the hair shaft. See, now I'm looking at my beard kind of like in the monitor, and I'm seeing like a little discrepancy in length, but it's very humid out today, and this is what I'm talking about. When you think your beard is like maybe longer on one side than the other, or it's growing faster than the other, take my word for it. It has more to do with the weather than it does with your beard. So that's how you dry and style your beard, man. Let it flow, let it grow, and let it flow. See that? I love it. It works great. In another video, I'm going to show you how to do a 1-minute stash, and then show you how to oil and balm your beard as well. Thanks a lot. Again, George Bruno, also known as the Sultan of Silver. Thanks for watching.